Did not recognize her. 90 Day Fiancé stars before and after makeover pictures stun fans. Shekina Garner's before and after photos reveal how different the 90 Day Fiancé star looks now following her new makeover. Shekina is a Tennessee native who appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 5. Raised in an Amish community, she later left to pursue a career in aesthetics. Shekina has a daughter named Sophie from a previous relationship with an Italian man named Berto. In Season 5, Shekina traveled to Turkey to be with Sarper Güven, a personal trainer she met online. Their relationship faced challenges, including cultural differences and Sarper's past relationships. Tensions escalated during the season's tell-all, leading to Shekina kicking Sarper out of their home less than a month after their wedding. Amid dealing with her relationship issues and figuring out how therapy could help them, Shekina hasn't stopped obsessing over her looks. 90 Day Fiancé Update shared a side-by-side comparison of photos of Shekina in 2017 and now in 2025. The blogger asked fans to weigh in on the huge transformation. The pictures showed Shekina looking like a new person compared to how she looked before her 90 Day Fiancé debut. Everything from Shekina's hair to her smile has undergone a makeover. Maspala Beauty commented, "I genuinely did not recognize her." What Shekina's being unrecognizable in 2025 photo means. How Shekina's style evolution is making waves on 90 Day Fiancé. Unlike most other 90 Day Fiancé cast members who deny getting cosmetic changes done to their physiques, Shekina is open about it. Her being an esthetician could be the reason, but Shekina has had multiple facelifts, a brow lift, upper blepharoplasty, lip filler injections, nose jobs, breast enhancement, etc. done and even documents these procedures on social media. Shekina's videos showing her undergoing treatments sometimes receive millions of views. Her current look appears more natural, as revealed during the 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 tell-all. She removed her facial fillers and got into an argument with co-star Imani Jalasi over their differing opinions about the reasons behind their cosmetic procedures. Shekina admitted she got the changes done to improve herself, while Imani confessed that she felt pressured by social media. Shekina doesn't follow any rules when it comes to getting makeovers. She sets trends and gets people talking and seems to have the support of Sarper when she goes under the knife. What's fascinating to fans is how she bears little to no resemblance to her past self. Our take on Shekina completely reinventing herself. How Shekina reinvented her look as 90 Day Fiancé fame grows. Shekina has made other changes to how she looks, such as adapting different, flattering makeup styles, getting her brows styled a different way, and losing weight. Shekina wishes to be the best version of herself, especially now that she's in the spotlight for her relationship on 90 Day Fiancé. Shekina also has paparazzi following her and Sarper on the Los Angeles streets. She wants to look like the part of a superstar. Got into a fight. 90 Day Fiancé's Shekina breaks silence on relationship tension with Sarper during tell-all. The growing tension between Shekina Garner and Sarper Güven was ultimately addressed after the 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 tell-all. During the after-show event, their already tense marriage relationship broke into open conflict. In case viewers were curious about what transpired, Shekina herself confirmed it. "We got into a fight," Shekina said. "We actually, before leaving LA, I even messaged producers. I said, I don't want to be on the same flight as him. I don't want to stay in the same hotel. I'm not arriving with him. I don't want to sit on the couch with him at the tell-all." This open admission demonstrated how terrible the situation had gotten behind the scenes. Shekina mentioned that they hadn't even roomed together before the cameras started rolling, even though show producers had talked them into carpooling and living together. In less than a month of marriage, the couple was already fighting to the teeth, feeling indifferent towards each other, and under social pressure. Their outstanding issues juxtaposed their supposed united front at the tell-all, which made for an unusually tense appearance and begged the question of whether their marriage could ever survive the aftermath. 90 Day Fiancé star Shekina shares heated tensions with Sarper. Shekina Garner's candid reflection on her and Sarper Güven's tumultuous relationship was a major factor in the attention generated by 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 Tell-All. Shekina acknowledged that their marriage had experienced several difficult times during an appearance on SiriusXM's Reality Checked, stating, "We were going through a really rough patch, and in the beginning of our marriage, it seemed like one rough patch after another. And there were a few times Sarper moved out of the house," 90 Day Fiancé star revealed. She disclosed that she had once requested Sarper to leave, a decision he subsequently acknowledged, stating that she had kicked him out. The effects of their dispute were evident. Shekina revealed that before the tell-all, they hadn't even shared a hotel room and had to be put on different planes due to the uncomfortable situation. On the 90 Day Fiancé stage, their tense relationship was apparent as neither of them was able to produce the typical on-screen chemistry that was expected. They were not presenting a united front during the high-pressure environment of the tell-all, according to Shekina, who called the event emotionally taxing. Additionally, a little context from earlier in the season on how Sarper's personal struggles factored in. He revealed he wanted more independence, and felt suffocated as he learnt to adjust to life in America. He likened living in Shekina's home to prison. Meanwhile, amid a heated argument that aired in April, Sarper threatened to go back to Turkey, causing Shekina to break down in sobs, as she lamented feeling abandoned in her country of origin. These instances highlight Sarper's emotional need and Shekina's growing annoyance until she felt trapped. Together, these open revelations illuminate a marriage that is under tremendous stress, which is made worse by cultural adjustment, communication problems, and competing expectations. The responses given during the tell-all addressed more than simply reality show drama. They also touched on the more profound difficulties of negotiating intimacy, love, and life in the face of constant scrutiny. 90 Day Fiancé, Shekinah Garner's life before the show explored. Before captivating viewers with her whirlwind romance with Turkish fitness trainer Sarper Güven on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, Shekina Garner lived a life of remarkable contrasts. The 41-year-old esthetician from Los Angeles shocked fans when she revealed her unconventional upbringing in an Amish community in Tennessee. As the oldest of 6 daughters, Shekina's journey from modest rural beginnings to glamorous LA esthetician represents a deliberate rejection of her strict childhood. Her relationship history includes dating significantly older men, being a single mother to 16-year-old Sophie, and even a stint on another reality show. While viewers have followed her complicated relationship with Sarper, a self-proclaimed former playboy who claims to have been with thousands of women, few know the fascinating backstory that shaped the confident, beauty-obsessed woman who fell for the most stunning man she had ever seen while vacationing in Turkey. 90 Day Fiancé star Shekina Garner's journey to Hollywood. Despite not being Amish by birth, Shekina's parents adopted the way of life and brought up their children as such. It was apparently especially difficult for someone who is naturally inclined to beauty and self-expression to grow up in Tennessee with such rigid standards on appearance. As the self-described rebel among her sisters, Shekina's persistence eventually wore down her parents, leading the family to abandon their Amish lifestyle. This experience profoundly shaped her future choices, contradicting her chosen lifestyle centered around glamour and fashion. After attending boarding school for her final year and a half of high school, an experience she called a turning point, 90 Day Fiancé Shekina eventually made her way to Los Angeles. What began as a chance move 13 years ago evolved into a complete identity transformation, though she claims to maintain her small-town girl mentality at heart. As a licensed esthetician with over 20 years of expertise, she established a prosperous career and currently owns her own beauty company. As a side gig that perfectly fits with her newfound principles, Shekina augments her income by co-hosting events where she invites attractive people to improve the environment. Relationships before Sarper. Shekina's romantic history features a pattern of relationships with older men. At 23, she began her first real relationship with Berto, an Italian man 27 years her senior. After a 4-year relationship, they had a daughter, Sophie, before they separated shortly after her birth. Despite living in Costa Rica for nearly a decade, Berto maintains a co-parenting relationship with Shekina, occasionally visiting their daughter in America. Because of her own favorable experience with that educational paradigm, Shekina chose to send Sophie to boarding school when she decided to continue her connection with Sarper in Turkey. Fans might be surprised to learn that 90 Day Fiancé isn't Shekina's first television appearance. 90 Day Fiancé producers noticed her unique Amish origins when she appeared on Season 6 of The Millionaire Matchmaker in 2013. Shekina later revealed that she never dated Adam Garner, the former Matchbox 20 rhythm guitarist, outside the show. Instead, she began a relationship with another contestant, Rick Silver, that reportedly lasted several years. After what she called a string of unhealthy relationships, Shekina was finally alone when she met Sarper on a dating app while on vacation in Turkey. Despite early warning signs, their relationship developed into the complex romance that viewers of 90 Day Fiancé are still following in the show's recent season. 90 Day Fiancé's Sarper Güven says men with high body counts can't be tempted. This 90 Day Fiancé star was on 2 other reality dating shows before appearing on The Other Way. What happened to Sarper Güven after 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6? Sarper Güven's relationship with Shekina Garner has taken a surprising turn after 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6. Sarper, a personal trainer in Turkey, has been in a relationship with Los Angeles-based esthetician Shekina for several years. They met when Shekina was vacationing in Istanbul and continued their relationship long distance. The couple first appeared in 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 5, when Shekina moved to Turkey only months after meeting Sarper. The reformed playboy became notorious for his admission that he'd slept with over 2,500 women. Sarper insisted he had never been in love before and was willing to change for Shekina. But as remnants of his past continued to reappear, it seemed he would never be capable of committing. Sarper and Shekina's attempt to build a life together was marked by frequent arguments, particularly about their lack of trust and Sarper's anger. The two were always drawn to each other, and they've now dropped a major clue about their plans together. Sarper and Shekina's 90 Day Fiancé journey. They've struggled with trust issues. Sarper and Shekina's relationship is intensely passionate, but they've had many ups and downs. Shekina couldn't move past Sarper's history, fixating on physical reminders of his past, such as his bed and liquor bottle collection. Sarper's reluctance to part with these objects led to a back-and-forth struggle. Shekina forbade Sarper from working with female clients, while Sarper exhibited controlling behavior over Shekina's appearance and social life. On 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6, Shekina continued to investigate whether Sarper was truly committed to changing his ways. She secretly met with his ex-girlfriend, who claimed he made similar promises to her. Sarper's anger also continued to threaten the couple's future. Their relationship turned around after Shekina underwent her third nose job. She was impressed by Sarper's caregiving during her recovery, which proved his ability to be gentle and supportive when she most needed it. The season ended on a high note with a proposal and a Turkish engagement celebration. Sarper moved to America after The Other Way Season 6. His move signals his impending marriage to Shekina. Sarper revealed on the 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6 tell-all that he had moved to Los Angeles on a K-1 visa. This meant he and Shekina would have to be married within 90 days. Sarper's move was unexpected, considering his prior reluctance to leave Turkey. He even thought his proposal would persuade her to move. Sarper had previously expressed his hope that Shekina would relocate to Turkey permanently. He even thought his proposal would persuade her to move. But Shekina insisted Sarper moving made more sense, considering he speaks English and can work as a physical trainer anywhere. Sarper's surprising choice to follow Shekina to America proves he may be willing to change his ways for the sake of their relationship after all. Are Sarper and Shekina married? Their 90-day window may have already passed. Although Sarper and Shekina haven't announced their marriage, they are on a limited timeline. The 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way tell-all aired in November 2024 and was likely filmed several months prior. This means Shekina and Sarper may have already passed their 90-day marriage window. Sarper is still in America as of December 2024, sharing on Instagram that he's getting used to life in the United States. Shekina wrote in the comments, "So happy to have my baby here with me finally." Sarper and Shekina's silence about their marriage suggests their 90-day fiancé journey may not be over. If they continue to film, their contracts won't allow them to share updates about their wedding. But according to Sarper and Shekina's social media accounts, they are still happily together, which suggests they may have already tied the knot.